scary.
Good morning, everybody, and thank you for coming to today's Restaurant News Networking meeting at 9 a.m. on August the 11th, 2023. There's your 11 again, Terry. We are a group of vendors who are here to help each other grow our businesses and to help any restaurant owners, managers, or chefs who might have a problem or a concern or a comment that they'd like to make. They are welcome to join us. If they'd like to come, give us a call at 561-620-8888 or go to our website and sign up at trnusa.com and give us a look on our YouTube page, which is Today's Restaurant. We've got 270 videos on that YouTube page, going back to our meetings that we used to have when we were meeting live prior to COVID. It's interesting to look back. We have two new faces on the board this morning. We have Jessica Portalatin. Jessica is an attorney. Welcome.
Thank you, Howard. It's great to be here.
And we have Randy Peralta, who is with Paychex.
Good morning.
Welcome.
Good morning. Good morning. Thank you, everybody. Thank you for having me.
So I'm going to ask Jessica first, just to give us all a little bit information about you, who you are, what you do, where you are, and how we can reach you.
Good morning, everyone.
And I'll double back at the end of everything so you can put anything in that you might have forgotten.
Absolutely. Good morning, everyone. Jessica Portalatin with Portalatin Law Firm, and we help restaurateurs protect themselves from copycats and help them make money off their awesome brands. So if you have kids, you know how much time goes into naming them, how much thought and effort into getting the perfect name. It becomes an emotional attachment. Now imagine if someone told you that you had to change your kid's name because they had already named their kid that. Everyone has already been calling your child by that name. It was already on all their embroidered gifts, and grandma even made a blanket. Now you have to go through the hassle also of the birth certificate, everything. Luckily, you can name your kid whatever you want, but the same doesn't go for restaurants. A restaurateur could go through all the printing, all the marketing, build the following, and then be forced to change their name and everything that goes with it. Don't let this happen to your aspiring restaurateurs that you know. Refer them to me, Jessica Portalatin, where we help restaurateurs' ability to protect their brand with trademarks.
Great, thank you. That almost happened to me when I started the newspaper.
It happens very often, yeah.
Well, I will say one thing, and this is more of a joke, but all grandmothers across the world approve of Jessica's not only message, but what she does for her living. So
Abuela approved.
Yeah, abuela approved, right?
Abuela approved.
I should get that hashtag on my website. Abuela approved. Thank you, everyone.
Jessica, didn't you bring Randy in?
I did. Randy,
thank you for that.
Randy and I had lunch last week, and he mentioned that he has a special niche with restaurants. So I thought this would be the perfect setting for him.
Okay. So thank you. So Randy, tell us who you are and what you do.
So my name is Randy Peralta. I'm a strategic business consultant with Paychex, and I'm actually part of the hospitality division with Paychex. I specialize when it comes to restaurants, also any hotels, again, hospitality, anything that falls under the restaurant and the hospitality umbrella. Basically what I do is I help business owners save money and find other ways to save money by job costing or reducing job costs. One of the most important things that we look for when it comes to restaurants is making sure that they take advantage of the FICA tip tax credit. A lot of restaurants owners and a lot of payroll companies don't have the ability that Paychex does. On our end, we capture that FICA tip tax credit, and we apply that to you or your owners, right, as a credit to the invoice. No other payroll can actually do that, and I can say that a little bit confidently. There is also one other thing that we do when it comes to the hospitality division. We have our own separate customer care division for that. So long story short, anything that's hospitality, I help them out, but the most important thing is I help business owners save money.
Well, welcome aboard. Thank you. We're going to continue with our intro so that you will see who we are. Then I'm going to ask Chris to go first because he's got to leave a little early today.
Good morning, Chris Kaufman, putting aces in great places. And primarily that means enhancing the human capital of restaurant companies throughout the United States. Most of our work is Southeastern United States. Just had a sous chef get hired in Jensen Beach, Florida, with one of our brand new client companies. And actually, it's a renewal situation. They hired an executive chef from us a year ago. They're very happy with him. And that's why they came back and needed a sous chef. And we're very happy with them. So basically what we do is listen to what the client company needs in terms of the profile they're looking to hire. Just had a situation called in. We're a high volume food production manager with a food production company out of Marietta, but the person must, M-U-S-T in all caps, must be able to speak Spanish because 25 people reporting to this person out of 25 people are all Hispanic. And so that's an important part of the profile. And we work on behalf of the client companies to bring them top quality talent, all-star talent, if you will. Our telephone number is very, very easy to remember. If you can remember all-star, and if you can remember 404, which is the main number in Atlanta, 404 all-star, 404-255-7827, just ask for Chris because he's the one who will answer. And we look forward to speaking with you. And thanks for stopping by.
Okay, thank you. Ed, good morning.
Do I have to follow Chris again? My gosh.
You must.
That's a hard act to
That's
follow.
right,
I'm not gonna lie.
Wait until Jessica gets part of his all of his humor. He's a stand-up comic. It's hilarious.
Among other things. My name is Ed Gerton with Seco Sales out of Orange Park, Florida, which is just outside of Jacksonville. We're an equipment supply company that specializes in frozen dessert equipment. So we represent Carpigiani. So we have batch freezers and ice cream machines. We have display cases, which would be ISA and once in a while Fibri. We have frozen cocktail drinks out of a Spanish company. So we really specialize in frozen desserts. We will also be at the Florida Restaurant Show in November in a booth that's just been changed again. And Howard, you're there to be there too. So, and Brian will be there. So it should be good. You can reach me at 904-334-4489. Thank you. Have a good day.
Thank you. Brian, good morning.
Morning, everybody. Like Chris is human capital. I'm financial capital. I'm Brian with Rogue Financial Group. We are a commercial equipment financing company. Work all over the country. I work with primarily in the hospitality side. I also do work with convenience stores, breweries, bars, things like that. And what we do is provide financing either to the end user, or I work through vendors. I provide commercial equipment financing, and it could be a startup or an existing business. And and I work all over the country, and I do a lot of work in the Florida market. And Steve, I'll send you a reminder when you're down there.
Actually, I was gonna ask you for his name and phone number so I can make sure I see him. So yeah, thank you.
Cousin passing early in the week, he mentioned that somebody wants to get out of the restaurant. And
Ooh.
I'm sorry.
I said, ooh, like,
okay. So he didn't give me the contact, but yeah, again, Brian with Rogue Financial Group, 404-723-7022.
Okay, thank you. Dennis, good morning.
Hey, good morning, everyone. Dennis Feldman, Coldwell Banker Commercial. commercial real estate broker. Everybody understands that in order to be a part of a group like this, you need a destination. Problem with destinations in South Florida is that presently the market is very, very strong, very, very landlord weighted, and the cost of doing business or getting established in business in South Florida is extremely high. If you're interested in understanding how to formulate a strategy for protecting your business as you grow, incrementally down the road, you need to have a real estate broker who understands the financial relevance of that strategy. That's where I come in. If you're interested in accumulating wealth as a result of purchasing a property, that's also where I come in, because my model is based on significant return on investment based on the type of financing strategies that we implement and the type of accounting strategies that are similarly utilized at the same time. I've been doing this for more time than I care to really report, over 30 years, and I've been helping people. I haven't had a bad one yet. So glad to be a member of the group. Howard, you're doing a great job, and look forward to speaking to you guys. Thank you.
Okay, and yeah, I forgot to mention that Dennis has become an official member. And Dennis, I'd like to mention that if you are a member of this group, to please friend me on Facebook and under Howard Appel, because then I'm able to invite you to join our private Facebook page for the group. And I do put information up on that during the week, and you're able to converse with other members in the group.
You had some interesting posts, Howard. I saw that you had that Italian restaurant Pompano. I'm going to go check it out. It looked pretty good.
Oh.
And that deli on Commercial Boulevard in Fort Lauderdale.
Yeah.
Very good. I've been there, but it's pretty good. Love your reviews.
Thank you.
I hate to leave early. I love the group. I love everybody. I love everybody in the group, and there's nothing you can do about it. So
good luck.
Thank you.
Take care, Chris.
Where are we? Joe Cregan, good morning.
Good morning, everybody. Joe Cregan with Card Payment Services here in Fort Lauderdale, actually just west of Fort Lauderdale Airport in Davie. I provide point of sale and payment solutions to retail restaurant merchants, on-site, mobile, and online merchants also. But good 50-60% of our business is restaurants. We support about 750 clients, mostly in Florida here, with the Clover POS, with the Dello POS, two hot-selling products to both the retail restaurant markets. And we also market payment processing from Fiserv, formerly First Data, which is the world's largest transaction processor. Been doing it here in this market since 1990. So over years we've built a big customer base. We got an office here in Fort Lauderdale and another office outside Altamonte Springs in Orlando, covering the Central Florida. I can be reached at 954-635-5044. And our website is www.cardpaymentservices.net.
Okay, thank you. Steve, good morning.
Good morning, everybody. I'm Steve Whitehill. I'm a business broker. I help people buy and sell businesses. And, today I decided to look at a couple of businesses that are available for sale, restaurants that made over $1 million in earnings. In profit to the owner. I have two of them actually, and one is in Sarasota and the other one is in Miami, and both, oddly enough, are Italian restaurants, which ought to tell you something. And what's interesting about this, given their price, they sell for between 2 and 3 times what the income they're making. And so the profitability is essentially 33%. I mean, your return on investment is about 33%, which is really quite impressive. You get your money back in within 2 to 3 years. Anyway, you can reach me at steve@anchorbb.com, or you can reach me on the phone at 561-376-7500. Love to help you. Take care.
Steve, as the economy evolves, are you finding more restaurants for sale or less, or more difficulty in buying?
No, actually, what is interesting is probably this is my suspicion because I haven't looked at it and haven't done an analysis on it, but the profitability of what's available is better than it has been. And they're more, and the rest, and what is left, so to speak, standing is more solid as a rule.
Interesting.
Yeah, interesting. That's good to know.
Yeah, would love to have a conversation with you, Steve. Because now that you mentioned what you do, I actually have a business that want to pick your brain on, see if
Sure.
maybe there'll be an
Happy to.
opportunity there.
Great. Love to. Give me a holler anytime.
All right, Terry, you're up.
Oh, that's right. I was just listening to all the interaction. Everybody knows my name, Terry Appel. I handle the leads reports, and the office, and some other things, but those leads report, second to none anywhere. We take pride in doing these. We go through a lot of channels and information every single month, sifting through things, trying to find what is coming into Florida and what is coming into Georgia. We have 2 separate reports. They're on an Excel spreadsheet. You can sort them by zip code. Now, I have a lot of companies, major companies that buy these, like Gordon Food Service, Cisco. Some of them are the salespeople. Some of them are the top guys who sort out the individual, you know, where the areas are that their people are responsible for, and they, you know, have them go ahead and work those areas. So you can use them in many ways. They come with owners' names, phone numbers, and I've been getting pretty lucky lately on getting the owners' phone numbers. I found a new revenue of where to get them, so it's a little more, but it's worth it. And the email addresses. So we do everything we can to tell you what's opening where and the time frame. I got one that's not even starting construction until the end of the year, so that's a chance for everyone to get on. So that one, what I'll do is I will send, as soon as Howard sends the list out of, at the end, he sends all the members who was here, their, you know, email addresses, etc. I will use that, and I'll send out this particular lead because this would be for everyone. And I think that would be beneficial to many here. So I will do that. Anybody that wants a sample, let me know and I will send it to you. Thank you.
Hey,
Have a good weekend.
Right?
hey, Terry,
Yes.
real quick, I was at this business expo yesterday and
Uh-huh.
they were serving food. I go to them periodically. They're out of Ohio. City Barbecue.
Oh, yeah.
They're opening one in Snellville and one in Woodstock. But what's different now is they're the first in as far as their build outs, they're adding a drive-through now.
Oh, okay. And see,
So-
that's important for people that do the boxes, the drive-through boxes,
Yeah.
and, you know, the speaker system. Centerville and Woodstock.
No, Snellville.
Oh,
No.
Snellville. I had another one in Snellville today.
Yeah, but it was very interesting that they moved to the drive-through. Like, real quick, there's because I did some work with them back in the 90s with POS, Jim and X Barbecue.
Yes.
They've actually added drive-throughs to their restaurants now. So yeah.
Well, you've got restaurants like In-N-Out where you can't even go in. It's
Yeah.
all out. So
Yeah.
you just drive through. And, you know, it's my favorite chain. It's in California. There's none here yet, but I'll tell you what, that was voted the #1 burger chain in America, In-N-Out, and it is so good. If you ever get there, make sure you get one. But
No
and they're
polling
closing-
allowed.
a lot of them are closing their dining rooms because of staffing issues, and they're doing just the drive-through. So they're go ahead and, little by little, putting the drive-throughs in and seeing how that goes.
Mhm.
And then if more people come in, they'll start closing a little bit, or if their business expands, they'll keep them both, which is good. And then the 2-lane barbecues, the 2-lane drive-throughs for some of the barbecue restaurants, perfect.
That's what
Chick-fil-A.
That's what Whataburger's gone to a smaller footprint drive-through. Yeah. So and they're growing by leaps and bounds in here in Atlanta.
Yeah, and people don't mind waiting because they're good,
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
haven't had one. But
Speaking about drive-through, Chick-fil-A has a new prototype that they've opened. It's a 2-story building with the kitchen above and the drive-through below, and they deliver the food from the kitchen to the drive-through. I'm not really sure how they do it. I haven't looked at it carefully enough. And also, for those of you who have been to a Wawa gas station, Wawa is opening up a drive-through restaurant only.
Yes,
They're
that's in
planning
my report.
on building, and I don't know if I mentioned it here last week, but the one they're building now, and I forgot where it's being built, it's actually
I'll
for
tell you.
sale. Steve, did you know? There's something that they're looking to sell this building in real estate and business.
Really?
Yeah, and it's brand new. I mean, it's not even finished yet. Not that they want to get
It-
rid of it. They're trying to come up with a new plan of action.
Well, the construction has not started on that yet. There's not going to be any gas pumps at this Wawa,
Right,
and it's on East Bay Drive in Tampa.
right,
Hmm.
right.
So it'll open next year. And
Wow.
and they're doing them all over the country. So
Wow.
yes, that's unbelievable.
What are the
especially with no
hoagies and
gas.
cheesesteaks and hoagies are selling basically? What's
Yeah,
the menu?
basically,
Yeah,
Same stuff?
basically.
The pizza
yeah.
too. The pizza.
It's going to be
Pizza.
sandwiches, various kinds of
Yeah.
sandwiches, and what
They'll
else?
do well.
First of its kind, no gas pumps. Yep.
Now, because Wawa did that, look for Buc-ee's to be right behind them.
Oh no, Buc-ee's has no competition. Buc-ee's, you can do all your Christmas shopping
Mhm.
or your Hanukkah shopping, whichever, or your birthday shopping. Ryan
So,
Cowboy. That's Buc-ee's.
Jessica, did you want to add anything to what you said before now that you've seen who we are?
Basically just how they can contact me if anyone has a restaurant that that they're either rebranding or opening a new location, expanding any their trademark. They can reach me at 305-702-0195, or they can find me at jessica@contractlawmiami.com.
Okay, thank you.
You
Thank
got
you,
it,
everyone.
young lady.
Randy, did you want to add anything to your intro?
I did actually. I did forget the contact info as well. So if you're looking to get in touch with me, the phone number to reach me at is 646-660-5337. And then my email address is rperalta@paychex.com. Also, another thing, I would like to speak to somebody about the Jesus. We have a partnership division on the Paychex side, right? Who would I speak to about that?
In terms of?
Doing what?
The partnership division with Paychex, we do have that on our end. And this is aside from the intro, right? So this is more like, who would I speak to in regards to that?
Example, they work with CPA to CPAs sell their services or essentially private label their services.
You could,
Correct?
yeah, you could talk to me, Randy. I might be interested. Clover POS has a direct integration to Paychex.
Okay.
And I've actually been an ADP reseller in the past. So if you have a similar program with Paychex, we really haven't. I mean, we're doing the time clocks. We put the POS in with the time clocks.
Oh, that's really
So
cool.
so on both our POS systems. So and I've worked with a Paychex girl in the past here in Fort Lauderdale. But yeah, if you got a referral program or something, I've done it with ADP where they had a private label type version of their own payroll. We just couldn't get a reps to sell payroll. I mean, I
Right.
sold it in my own personal deals. It was pretty simple. What are you on, like 69 a month, 395 an employee? Is that basically the
No,
ballpark?
well, I was more referring to us sending referrals to you guys because each
Oh,
one of
well,
you
oh,
have hit a
great. Yeah,
target.
well,
Right.
we have a direct connection with Paychex with Clover, and
Got
Clover
it.
pushes Paychex. So if you have anything down here in Florida or anywhere in the country, I got 70 reps across the country.
Fantastic.
But we feed right into the time clock on Clover, feeds right into Paychex.
Oh, fantastic. That's great. I do recall Clover, but I know that, when it comes to Clover, our merchant service department is not really aggressive when it comes to that. And that's something that I'd rather, like, for example, you, Joe, I'd rather connect with you on that, especially now you have that
Sure.
integration.
We have a direct, there's
Yeah.
an app, the Paycheck payroll app goes right into Clover, and the timekeeping data from payroll from Clover feeds right into your payroll system.
Oh, that's awesome. Fantastic. Okay, great. So we'll connect after this.
You can get a hold of me at 954-635-5044. And I'll get your contact info from the spreadsheet and I'll email you my contact.
Fantastic. Well, I'm going to become a member, so I like this group already. The jokes are great, so like I'm definitely here.
Yeah, I'll put it in the chat. Yeah, I worked with a girl. She's now Emma Bronsman. Years ago at Paychex down here in Boca, but I think she's out of the company now. But I'll put it in the chat right now.
Okay.
My email.
Thank you for that.
And the beauty of a group like this is, you may see 12 people, 13 people on the board, but you're really not talking to those 12 or 13 people. You're talking to the hundreds of people that we cumulatively know in the industry. You never know what's lurking behind.
And
Right.
there's people out and on vacation, so
Yeah.
and then when you see the groups next Friday, it's going to be like insane, all these people. We should have a lot.
I just realized Rick is not here. He's probably furnishing his new house.
Yeah,
Oh,
I'm
good point.
sure he is. Oh, that's weird. He usually will email me and tell me he's not coming, but he didn't.
And,
I don't know.
and Tracy. But all right. Again.
Oh yeah, Darren.
She told me she wasn't coming today. I think the beginning of school for the kids.
Okay.
So I didn't miss anybody, did I? Okay. I'm Howard Appel. I'm the founder and publisher of Today's Restaurant News. We started in 1996, and we offer several different services based on our digital newspaper, which appears on our website in a flip page reader, just like the paper that we used to have in print up until 2018. And because we are digital now, we offer an email blast program where we can take your information and send it out to our database, plus our social media sites, all over the world. We can put your information out to 500,000 plus people. We also do the new openings, as Terry was mentioning. Terry, did you have a lead or anything that you wanted to bring up today?
Let me, I got to for a break, all right? Let me put you back. All right.
Hold on. I had Oh, sure, put me on the spot.
Well,
Let's see. No,
you did say you were gonna do it once a week.
I did, I actually, hold on, I did.
While Terry looks for that for one of the leads,
You know what, I'll put it in
Yeah.
an email, because I have to find it.
okay.
I had a whole bunch of stuff to do this morning that I couldn't put off.
Have any of you have any experience with loyalty programs?
Oh, yeah, plenty.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've had plenty, yeah.
How does that work? How does a restaurant owner or a company, how do they gauge the success of a loyalty program?
Well, again, most of the major POS systems like Clover and Adelo have a customer tracking built in right into it. So not only will it in the reporting that it gives you, it will tell you the customer visits and the volume and all that. But for example, for online ordering for delivery or bring up the items they ordered, and they could just literally hit a button. Clover, for example, has it here on my phone. I have an app called the Clover app, and I'm sitting in downtown Davie here, and it's going to bring up all the restaurants that are using Clover on the block here. And over the left here will show you the ordering program. Over the right to online ordering. So I go right here. I guess this place doesn't even, I just check in. There's their menu. The loyalty programs right over here if they have it. Free item when you buy 10. So I just, every time they go in here, they just hit free item when you buy 10. Then they get, when they punch it out, it's after 10 visits, they get a free coffee and they can order right from here. So it's kind of like the Wawa mobile app. Yeah. So all the major POS systems have those capabilities. It can engage the customers, track it, everything. It could do text message blast, email blast, all that right from there.
Gee, I have 2 pages here I was going to talk about, but you just covered it.
Mhm.
Well, I'm only telling you what Clover does. Right. Right.
That's great.
Well, yeah, I think the larger chains use loyalty programs to obviously bring in more people. But what is like a mom and pop restaurant? How can they use a loyalty program or
I think it works
a
the same.
rewards program? You know, I'll give you an example. Like Duffy's. Duffy's has a card, and every time you go in, you use your card and you get points. I don't know if that's part of the POS system information. Is it?
Well, it's a separate loyalty program from a company called GiveX, but it's integrated with
Right,
the
yeah.
POS. Yeah, right. And it's a good program, very good program. Yeah, the Duffy's program. Yeah.
I mean, I
And-
think because they draw customers in, but sometimes I know for a while 2J's offered one who's a local deli. They have multiple locations, and they stopped. And on a personal level, I think that's problematic because I think the
Mhm.
loyalty programs draw you in.
Yeah, I've been using the Duffy's card for 20 years, and I don't even live in Palm Beach County anymore, and they only have a handful down here in Broward, but it draws me in, that card. And I've
Yeah.
gotten, yeah.
Is sorry, is Duffy's a smorgasbord or something? What is
No,
it?
no, it's a sports bar.
The sports
Okay.
bar.
Sports bar.
Well, there was a up in the line of market going towards Tennessee. I think it was called. I know what it was called Duff's. Duff's. It was a. That's right, Duff's. It was called Duff's. Hold on here. It was like a smorgasbord type thing. I guess you can. I don't know if you can go back multiple times, but it was like a smorgasbord called Duff's. But I guess Duffy's is a sports bar.
Hmm.
So, but yeah, I wasn't sure.
I don't think you can be in the restaurant business without a loyalty program, specifically the quick service business. Table service is different, but
Right,
I
right.
don't think you can be in the quick service business without a loyalty program. So this
Yeah.
Duffy's card's been around for years in my wallet.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, my old coffee shop that I used to go to in New York, I became loyal there because they had a coffee card that's exclusive to
Right.
them. Every time you get a coffee, punch a hole, come back, and then you get 5 coffees and you get the 6th one for free. And if you come and get the 6th one for free, then they give you another card with 2 extra holes in it because they don't really care. They're like, hey, look, just come back. So something like that. Yeah, it's like
Right. And today the card is on your phone. Today the loyalty program, the card is on your phone.
Yep.
Starbucks is on your phone. Everything. And not only can you get points from your phone, you can actually order from your phone right now.
And then the
with
cool,
these
cool thing
loyalty
about
programs.
Starbucks is that if you're really loyal, right? I don't know if you guys knew this, but you can get the Starbucks credit card, which will triple the points you earn
Wow.
at Starbucks.
Yeah.
So if you renew, it'll triple. It's crazy. It's like, oh my god. Yeah.
That's
They are
crazy.
so
There's
expensive,
an ice cream chain down here,
but they're
Brendy's.
good.
Yeah.
Brendy's ice cream. They still use the punch card, like Randy
Yeah.
was saying. Hey, Randy, I heard that you came from the Bronx. That's 2 of us.
Nice. What part?
Sure.
Pelham Parkway.
Oh, nice. 183rd and Creston.
All right.
So we came from the crazy part of the hood. That's good. I love that.
That was fun. So, what's the procedure to set up a loyalty program? Is it just something that happens, Joe, with the POS system, or does it have to be, you have to initiate it somehow?
Well, you got to obviously market it. On the POS system, most of the POS systems like Clover, it's built in. They have a free program, and of course they're going to try to sell you their upgraded program. But most of them give you a free program, and like for example on Clover, we can put the the merchant's logo on the the customer display. The back terminal faces the customer. You put your tips in and all that, and prompt right there for the customer. Would you like to join a loyalty program? And then points. So when they pay, when they walk into the store, their first order, we're going to prompt them right on the cash register to join the loyalty program. Just put their phone number. All right. Their phone number is in the system or email. It's good to go. And every time they come in, they just put their phone number in, and it just keeps track of it. So, and of course, there's signage and all that, but it's pretty much automatic, especially in quick service. I mean, all these coffee shops, yogurt shops, Carrot Express, all of them down here are all using it. So basically, table service is a little more different. That's where you're going to probably have to have a card, all right, or a mobile app on you, because you're not at the register. The waitress is taking your check, like with the Duffy's card, and going back, unless they're doing it on their handheld. If you do an order and pay at the table, that's another reason for pay at the table, is that I can get you, like for Adele, for example, I can take an order right on I can actually use the phone if I want for order and pay at the table, but we give them a terminal. But I could do it right through my phone. I could clock in here, pick up this check, all right, pay the check, and do it right through there, the loyalty program. So on table service restaurants, you're probably going to need, either a physical card, or if you want a digital card, a punch card, digital, you're going to have to probably use a pay at the table for that. But obviously in quick service, they just right at the register.
So-
Clover, Square, all of them are doing it. Yeah,
So they pretty much made it secure.
it's all digital.
It's all secure, because there's a local chain in Florida. They probably have 15, 17 locations where they were using your customer copy of your bill with a barcode on it, and you would take that and go to a website, scan, or on your phone actually, scan the barcode,
Right.
and it will go into your account.
Right.
But the funny thing was that if you go to a restaurant often enough, you get to know the waitress or something. For an extra tip, they'll give you somebody else's check, the receipt. You can scan it. It's always so, it's always something that you can get around the system.
I was going to say that's probably why 2J's discontinued it. I used to get all
That's
sorts of
exactly,
extra-
that's who I was talking about. I don't want to say it.
Yeah. But the Duffy's card has paid for a lot of meals for me over the years. And Buffalo Wild Wings, I took me 3 years to get a free order of wings out of it on their loyalty program. I got like 15,000 points that gets you maybe a dozen wings.
And that was because you went on Tuesday when the wings were half off, huh?
Yeah, exactly. Right. But you just give them the number, your phone number, and boom, that's all it. So most of it's driven by phone number. I mean, over the years, I've seen people try to use credit cards linked to a loyalty program. So when they swipe your card and put your card in, it triggers the loyalty program. Of course, the credit card companies have their own loyalty programs. But I don't know how effective that is anymore, and I don't know if that's very secure to do that. But on the two systems I sell, Clover and Dello, the customer has to opt into it. So you either put their phone number in, or the customer themselves. On Clover, the customer puts themselves right into it. So they got to opt into it. But again, it gives them with like Wawa, for example, your Wawa app gives you not only loyalty, but gives you the ability to order your lunch right from your phone.
Yeah.
So it's not only online ordering, but mobile ordering. I mean, with Clover and Dello and with all the systems, basically, you can literally order right from your phone. The mobile ordering. I just did a dental lab manufacturing company up in Orlando. They put a food truck on their campus, operated by somebody who I guess is a part owner, a relative. The company owns the dental lab. So you got this manufacturing plant that does dental stuff for dentists. And they put a food truck on their campus. They put the Clover app in all the employees' hands on their phones. And the employees just order their lunch to the food truck that's right on campus there in the dental lab.
And they fit your
It's so
credentials. so that you
convenient.
Yeah.
So convenient. I mean, I think that is key, especially after COVID. And I don't know if it's just
Right.
because now I have a kid, and so to get out of the vehicle and order, it's just not a
Right.
thing. Sometimes I choose what I'm gonna eat when I'm gonna eat out. Who's gonna bring it to my car?
Right, exactly.
So convenience is number one nowadays.
Yeah, it's mobile ordering is. I would say mobile ordering is getting pretty damn close to online ordering. Right now.
Yeah. Like DoorDash, to me, they're like the Amazon of when it comes to mobile delivery and stuff like that.
Right.
Uber Eats started it, but DoorDash just perfected it. That's the way I look at it with them.
Yeah.
There's
Which
a
actually another thing-
revolution. There's a revolution against DoorDash and all those delivery companies because their fees are so high.
Yeah.
That is true. Yeah, they are very expensive. They charge me like $8 just a separate fee.
Yeah.
And then I gotta tip the guy, and then he's like, "Hey, why'd you only give me $15 for a $30 meal?" And I'm like, "Well, because it's 15. Like I already gave you a good amount of money." And he was like,
insane. It's insane. I mean, it's insane.
"I'm breaking $25 just to have the thing delivered to me. It's kind of crazy."
Well, it's not only the customer that's paying it; the restaurant is paying.
Oh yeah, that's outrageous.
So
Right.
both ends, they're making it on both ends.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well,
And
I will. Go ahead. Sorry.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
No, I remember. So I had my baby about 6 months ago, and someone gave us an Uber Eats gift card as, I guess, a push gift. I don't know. And so the first day that we actually had someone babysit for a few hours, we decided not to even go out to order Uber Eats. We ordered 2 sushis, and we paid $80. It was crazy.
Yeah. Right.
It was we paid in just delivery fees and tip and everything over $30. It was
Yeah.
crazy. I mean, luckily we had the gift card that covered 50, but we still had to pay $30 on top of that.
That's all it
So,
should have
yeah,
been to
it-
begin with.
Right.
Well, you
Ridiculous.
got
that,
these,
that should have lasted you for 2 meals at least, that $50, but yeah.
Yeah, no, never again.
Yeah,
no, it's
You know,
outrageous. And then you got these
technology.
ghost kitchens. Yeah, the ghost
Yeah.
kitchens, like Guy Fieri has a ghost kitchen operation right here in Davie. You can go on DoorDash, Uber Eats, whatever, and it's chicken, whatever it is. Right, I don't even know what a kitchen is, but a freaking had cheeseburger from Guy Fieri at this ghost kitchen. By the time it gets delivered by DoorDash or Uber Eats, is $20
Mhm.
for a lousy cheeseburger, and it's not even a great cheeseburger, right?
Well, I was about to say a
But the
cheeseburger
ghost
now
kitchen-
anywhere would be $20.
Yeah,
Right,
yeah, pretty much, yeah, right.
But real quick to about Uber Eats and then DoorDash when they all came out, and like the McDonald's in the world and all these, now they seal it and put a sticker on it so everything's contained. There was like some stories here in the Georgia market where you see on local news, the drivers would take it on the way there, they would start eating their food and everything. And they drop it off. By the time get the food there, was like, where's my fries? I mean, it was actually people eating other people's food before they delivered it. And it was
80% of the delivery drivers have admitted to eating the food that they're delivering. And that is why a company in our 11 o'clock group called Bun Tying Machines is looking to get into the restaurant industry. He makes the machine that if you ever go to a bakery and order a cake or a pie and they put it in the box and they put it in this machine and it ties it.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've seen that in the Bronx.
I haven't seen one of those machines in probably 30 years.
Well, his company is 108 years old.
He used it on the pizza boxes in the Bronx.
And he's based
And
in
you
the Bronx.
can't, if you can't untie it and tie it back, it's the kind of knot that you can't retie. So if it's untied, he's not going to deliver it because they're going to know. So that's the beauty of that. It's anything. It's pizzas or donuts or whatever.
I thought Howard was gonna say that 80% of the drivers are working while starving. Honestly, I thought that's what he was gonna say.
Well, real quick, I hate to admit, but back in 2016, I decided that I would try Uber Eats as a driver just to see. As I would go out about 4 o'clock, and I just wanted to see what it was like. I did it for about 2 or 3 months, right? But I never ate anybody's food, okay? But I delivered it, okay? Never ate, but it was like, you would pick up an order, and all of a sudden you're halfway through, you're speeding to delivery, and then you get a flash on your phone. They cancel the order. I'm like, so then you cancel the order and you didn't get no tip. So you waste your gas. So then what do you do with this food? So some of the food is like, nah, I don't like that. Or, I mean, you go, like one time I went to racetrack. I picked up a drink and a hot dog. I'm like, how lazy are you to order a drink? I mean, a drink, right? Delivered it. But, because I did it just to kind of see what it was. And then, I said, after 3 months, I said, this is, it wasn't for me to really in the beginning, but I just kind of wanted to see what it was all about. But yeah, it was interesting.
Technology has taken over a lot of the industry. And just a quick note before we leave, there was I'm not sure where the location was, but a restaurateur spent a lot of money in putting in robots in the restaurant, and all of the customers rebelled against the robots. They didn't want the robots, and they all let it be known that they didn't want the robots. And it's really an interesting balance of what's going to happen with technology and humanity. And we'll see how it plays out.
Yeah, there's certain things like when to your point, Howard, when I went to a sushi restaurant in Orlando, because I travel all over the state of Florida to eat in good spots and whatnot. But there was this one sushi restaurant that they have the conveyor belts that they bring you
Right.
the food, right?
Mhm.
So
Oh,
cool,
yeah,
that's
yeah.
awesome, great, no
Yeah.
problem.
Right.
But then they
Yeah.
also have the robots that bring you the drinks, right? And then bring you everything else with a little message on it. And I'm like, that's cute and all, right? But I really just enjoy that human interaction. You know what I mean? Because it means more. Because it's like, oh, okay, you're helping me out, or you're telling me, giving me that advice. I'm not just talking to a menu, right? Or talking to a robot. You know what I mean? So
Yep.
yeah, I can understand them.
Well, we've come to the end of our meeting, and I want to thank you all for coming. Randy, thanks for
Yeah.
coming today, and hope you enjoyed it, and we'll come back next week.
I did. I will. I will. No worries. You'll see me tomorrow. You'll see me next week. You'll see me tomorrow. Whatever day you need to see me, I'll be here.
And,
Now
We'll see you tomorrow.
thanks,
We'll see
Randy.
you-
we gotta talk about the Bronx.
That's
All
gonna be
right.
a good one. I love it.
All
So-
right. Bye-bye.
All right, so if
Bye.
anybody would like to join
Bye-bye.
us here,
Bye, Joe.
please
Bye-bye.
give us a call at 561
Bye, Dennis.
620-8888 or go to our website, trnusa.com. Okay, have a great weekend, and we'll see
Yeah,
you
see ya.
next week.
All right.
Have